I'm Rob East, and I've come to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known throughout the microphone.
Because why, Brian?
Because I'm cool.
Oh, I
I would.
Because you get stupid. I mean, outrageous.
That's true.
Did you already do a sound check with JT's banjo?
Contagious.
No, not JT's. We sound checked another banjo. Or ukulele.
Whoa, bro.
I'm out of tune.
Seriously. This is... What kind of show is this, JT?
When it's time to change.
It is a good thing I showed up tonight.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
To avert disaster.
There we go.
We gotta have a talk about this later.
There's
no way you show up to the show with an out-of-tune banjo.
No, this is why we sound check.
The tightest of ships we run here.
I would expect a professional at the level of John Thomas Oates would keep his banjo in tune all the time.
That's right. Even when traveling.
Well, actually, an in-tune banjo is still out of tune.
That is a mind blower.
He's just gonna let it sit
there.
I
think you're just trying to blow smoke.
No further explanation.
You're just trying to blow smoke at us, Jim.
Actually, outside is inside.
And then he goes back to strumming his banjo.
It's like Mystery Man. To go up, you must go down.
In order to head off your foes.
All right. We've got a date with destiny, and it looks like she's ordered the lobster. So we're back from camp. The Peaches and I are back from camp just hours ago. So we've still got the smell of the great outdoors on our clothes.
Yeah, and my house smells like garbage because we didn't take it out before we left, so it's not pleasant. And I feel like there's like 1,000 things for me to wash and unpack and clean up. And
heck yeah,
it's a little stressful, but it's
not taking the trash out before a 3-day weekend. Just leaving your trash in the kitchen for 3 days at your level of professional housemaker is sort of like JT leaving his banjo out of tune.
It is, isn't it?
That's true.
But the thing is, I collected all the trash cans brought them from like the bathrooms and the bedrooms to the kitchen. And then Luke was like, oh, I already took that out and it's not full right now. And so he didn't want to take it out again. And I was like, okay. And I don't know. Everybody needs a reminder.
Raw bacon is fine in the bottom of the trash. It's not full.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a reminder sometimes of things that seem like maybe they weren't as important as I remember them being, but no, they are. They are important.
We threw a dead chicken away and at the beginning of the week. Not this week, but one time we threw a dead chicken away. And I'll tell you what, by trash day, we were ready for that trash to go out.
Yeah. It was a gamey smell?
It was it was a foul smell.
I was gonna say, was it foul smelling? Yeah.
Oh my!
And with that, we're gonna start the theme song.
This is already a bad show. 3 minutes into it.
You're gonna get them out of the way. You know what I mean? We can't all be winners.
Do we celebrate Independence Eve? Anyone?
We are.
Do you do a present for everyone? Beautiful. Hello. I can't reach for Avatar.
Happy July 3rd.
What happened on July 3rd?
Everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo. Hit spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show?
Canada.
Are you
ready
for the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show?
Keep going. Don't stop.
All
Yes.
right, I'm going backstage.
Kicking it live, so be our guest. Everybody gonna be
We're all backstage right now, aren't we?
Gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Hey. You guys remember back in the old days? When everybody was kind of afraid to do anything in this show, and we were all looking for each other's, approval. It's like, I don't want to step on you, and I don't want to step on you, and everything. And now the show starts, and all four of us are like,
No me, man.
look at me.
We need an off-screen stage manager to be going like,
Yeah,
exactly.
we have that. I'm the only one that can see her, though. You guys are not able to see her.
That's hilarious.
She is not happy right now. Yeah, there we go.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Good night, everybody.
Knock it off, you guys. Happy Independence Day, you guys. Somebody made note of this in the comment section, and I thought it would be appropriate.
Is it? Do you still have this thing?
Of course I do. It's all tangled. It's under.
It's all tangled.
It's underneath a whole bunch of other debris over here. There it is. There's the Star Spangled Ding Dong, you guys.
God
here.
bless our ding dong.
Mm-hmm. The ding dong we love. It is
Gosh.
completely petrified now.
Whatever
Those
you
of
stuck in it is decaying faster than the actual.
It's actually a little tree branch, and it was green when I put it in there. You remember? It was kind of green and alive, but now
the ding dong killed it.
It's taken on the color of the frosting.
Absorbing it. The ding dong will absorb it.
It is so not green anymore that it doesn't get blotted out by my green screen.
This
thing.
is the first 50 minutes of every 80s comedy horror movie. Like it would start off with, what is this? They mistreat this thing.
Right.
And it would turn into something that would eat you, whatever it was.
Yep.
It's like, who cares about this football? And they kick it and it falls in the ditch and there's radioactive material and then it comes to life and starts eating people.
Yep.
That's the 80s, folks.
This thing is only a couple of years old, and so that
it's
potentiality is still there. It
Yeah.
may devour me before the show is over.
Just keep looking for teeth.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Just run.
I couldn't see if you guys put Amber's thing up there. My mom was watching the show with me tonight, and I'm sure she's impressed so far. Here's a 3-year-old piece of ding dong, you guys.
But how are the Spangles doing? That's the real question. Are the Spangles still intact?
They are every bit as much as part of the.
I feel like
can
the
just pick it up with
Spangles
my
will
bare hands
outlast
now.
all of us.
You see them there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The blue ones,
Very
All be dead
spangly.
and gone.
yeah, the red ones.
Mold
Every
will
biologist
underneath that.
will
The
discover
cream
the
filling
thing
is still there. It's ready to go, ready to eat.
Is it
Oh,
2 years
rare.
old now? Is that thing 2 years old now?
It's more than 2 years old because it was. I think we did it in June. It might be 3 years old,
Amazing.
right? Or is it only 2 years old?
I think it's only 2.
No, it's only 2 years old. It's got to only be 2 years old because this is only our third. Or this was.
This is season 3.
I don't know how old it is. It's
Yeah, we need to keep
time to let go of the ding dong. No, it's become my Wilson in Castaway. Got an emotional attachment to it.
Ding dong! Floating away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but that was still, I get it. I get what was happening, but that was still a really weird, uncomfortable scene for me when he was mourning the loss of his volleyball.
I hate when you're in a movie and you're like, should I be feeling differently than I am right now? I'm kind of chuckling.
Right. I feel like I'm supposed to be tearing up, but I kind of want to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
We have a gigantic show tonight. It's
How big?
Unbelievably
That
big.
can't be.
No.
Bigger than last week?
No.
Yeah. Well, JT,
Impossible.
everybody gets to decide for themselves.
Wow.
We leave it up. But if the typical show is represented by this woolly mammoth, and that woolly mammoth is assumed to be actual size of a woolly mammoth, then tonight's show looks a little something like.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Those dandelions are huge.
That's when mammoths explode.
Yeah.
They
Happy
release all of the
Independence Day,
goodness
everybody.
inside.
But before we get to the giganticness of this show, we have to give a shout out to our Cliquers.
Clickers are great. They're super amazingly great, athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful face is a work of art. Clickers are great. They're fit as a fiddle and great. Without them, we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely clickers, we blow you a kiss. If you've been working out a lot, your pecs are getting splickered. You know who looks the splickest? Every pal we call a clicker.
This week, in no particular order, every week he figures out another way to rhyme it. In no particular order, our clickers of the week are all together now.
Rick Raw.
And
Max.
That banjo sounds a little out of tune.
Yeah, let's do this again. We'll edit it later.
Yeah.
If you would like to join our merry band of clickers, we would love to have you. We have open seating available. Some of the seats in the at the head table. Go to johnbranding.com and sign up. It's one of the easiest things you'll do. If you would like to support us with your earnest money, we would appreciate it, because it's how we pay for all of these fancy graphics. It's how we get Brian ice water out of a paper cup.
Pays my banjo tuner salary.
Pays for his banjo tuning. Banjo tuning. No, seriously, your support and assistance helps us a great deal. So consider becoming one of our Click members. You can come to the after party where things are even more personal.
Splicker.
Right. Our producer's here, so there must be something that's going wrong that we need to talk about.
Also, the link for Vacay with Comics is officially live. You can register and get your tickets, but you will not be the first ones, because we already have some people who have gotten their tickets.
Some of them are
July 27th through 30th. This is next year, 2023.
Next year. It's not the end of this month, so you've got a whole year to plan for, and we would love to have you come and be part of it. And also, if you're a clicker, and you didn't hear this from me, but if you're a clicker, you get a discount on your housing for Vacay with the Comics. So sign up to become a clicker, and then when you go to get your tickets to Vacay with the Comics, you'll be given a special code, and you didn't hear it from me, that will make your housing free.
Wow. For those who are new, what is Vacay with Comics?
Well, Brian, I'm glad you asked, and I wasn't expecting to answer that question.
It defies explanation.
Yeah,
it defies explanation.
Whoa.
It's kind of like going up to heaven and coming back, and people say, "What did you see?" And it's like there aren't words for it.
It's kind a paradox.
The closest thing that it would be that I could that you Earth people would understand is it's kind of like a reunion for people who like comedy. It's like a family reunion, and at the center of it, among all the games and the food and campfires and all of that, we have comedy shows. So the comics get together. We have live comedy shows every single night, and it's interactive. It's super fun.
It's the ultimate backstage pass, and you get to hang out with real working comedians, fellowshipping with them, eating with them, laughing with them, playing board games with them. So if you love comedy, but especially if you love rubbing elbows with people who do comedy all the time, then you can go to johnbranding.com and get more information if you still need more, but probably just want to click on buy now, put stuff in your cart, think later, come with us.
Yeah. Nothing positive will happen if you think about it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. It's probably illegal to say that.
There's some law.
It's just a law. Well, this week, again, shout out to all of you, my fellow patriots, all of our fellow patriots. Happy Independence Day. This is a big deal. Google, it's treating it like a big deal. You know, the Google graphic.
What?
It's all about the British Grand Prix this weekend.
Of course.
Yeah,
the
that makes
British
a lot of sense.
Grand Prix, that enormous American event during Independence Weekend. Shout out to the Grand Prix in Britain. This week, normally what we've been doing is John Thomas has been bringing us a piece of original music every single week, and he has He has some original music, but we're not doing it this week.
Nope,
We're not
we
doing
are
it this
not.
week because
Uh,
Juan DeVivo also has an original piece of music, and so we're going to let Sparkles tell us about his piece of music.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. We were going to do JT's song, but it had a lot of expletives in it, so he's got to work on it.
We were like, "Whoa, we can't air this."
And
Mr. Potty Mouth.
I know I hide it well, but I'm middle-aged now, and I'm part of that generation they call Generation X. And so something I've been learning or noticing, because I hung around the younger people. Actually, John just got back from youth camp this week. I was at youth camp last week, and I get to be on stage and run games and stuff like that. And I noticed it started with some of the older kids, like the college kids, wearing sandals with socks. And for me, I grew up in Florida, so anytime I saw that, we would go to Disney World, and that always meant that they were tourists from Germany whenever they would wear sandals with socks. I don't know if maybe they didn't sell tennis shoes in Europe. I'm not sure, but that's just what it meant. I didn't understand it, and it kind of got weird. And then I saw a picture of actually, it's on the slideshow. There's a picture of Justin Bieber wearing Crocs and socks. You see this?
Yeah, there it is. Crocs and socks.
Yeah. So, well, it's a little obscured, but this was from like 2019. And people are like, why is Justin wearing Crocs and socks? I'm going to wear Crocs and socks. So everybody's gotten to do that. So since then, I've seen all the teenagers wearing that. What our nanny was like 20, and she was wearing Birkenstocks and socks. So I want to know what all the fuss was about, and so I put some on myself, and I realized they're very comfortable. And just beyond comfort, though, it embraces you. You know, all the anxieties that you have that are trying to get out, they keep them in. It's kind of like a weighted blanket or one of those sweaters that they put on small dogs. It just kind of it hugs you. So
look at all the support you're getting from the comment section. All the people
is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it's totally. Yeah.
Okay.
They're comfy.
So I wrote a song about it because it was so inspiring. And since my preference was for Birkenstocks and socks, so I called it Stocks and Socks. So I noticed there was like 3 different groups. I split and I'm going to teach you guys the chorus in a second. And I actually would like you to sing along if you figure out that it's not too hard. The course is pretty easy. But what I did with the teenagers, I was like, if you wear sandals and socks or slip-ons, if you don't wear Crocs and socks, your feet sweat.
They sweat like crazy. Yep.
So I thought it's like you put on socks. Anyway, so I was like, if you wear sandals and socks or like slides or chacos and socks, you're going to sing this part of the chorus. It goes up. Stocks and socks and stocks and socks and stocks. And so then the next part is for people that wear Crocs and socks, or like that's the closed-toed stuff, you know, that usually Crocs pretty much. But if you have Yeezys is what they're called, the Yeezys slide-ons. If you're rich enough to afford those, then you come in on the second part. So the first part was stocks and socks. The second part is Crocs and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs. And then there's a third party, which I noticed that it's a smaller group, but they're very passionate about it, because when I sang this with the students, they were louder than anybody else, but it was only like 3 of them. It's the people that wear flip-flops and socks. So there are, like I said, they're small. It's a small group. It's a small demographic, but they exist.
Yeah, and we're not going to ignore them on this show.
They're out there. So and then so if you wear flip-flops and socks, is that your preference? You come in on the end of it. It's like a flops and socks, flops and socks, flops and flops and socks. They're great. See, flip-flops. That's what. So go ahead. We're gonna run the lyrics, and I'm gonna try to read the lyrics. But this is about how all of this style of footwear, and we're all kind of the same family if you do this. But it's really comforting, and it helps you through the day. So this is a song about that. Do we got the slides? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're ahead of me. Here we go. I wake up. I force a smile upon my face and muster up the courage that it takes to get a coffee cup. And just before I head out of the door, filled with dread, the world outside is messed up and it pounds my head. I try to leave, it seems my feet are filled with lead, but like a friend they lift me off the floor. And here's the chorus: if you wear them, sing it at home, it goes Crocs and socks and stocks and socks, stocks and socks and stocks, and then Crocs and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs, and flops and flops and socks and flops and socks and flops and socks are great. All right, here's the second verse. It goes: scary things like people looking angry and they stare at me when all I want to do is get a boba tea. Please, sir, I'm the next one in the line. Breathing in the confidence I'm wearing's only paper thin, holding it together with a safety pin. There's no need to worry 'cause I'm fine. Crocs.
No, stocks
and socks and socks and stocks and socks and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs and flops and socks and flops and socks and flops and socks are great. And here's the real message right here: I don't have a blankie or a teddy bear. I don't have ninja superhero underwear, 'cause all I have is all I've got. It's armor for my feet, so I can go out in the world and face society. All right, hey, can you guys do like a little soft shoe tap dance while this is the part of the dancing part? So here we go. Every night when I get down into my bed and sleepy tight, I rest my aching, weary head and get it right, 'cause they're the only comfort that I need. All right, everybody, this is your last chance. It goes stocks and socks and stocks and socks and stocks and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs and socks and Crocs and flops and flops and socks and flops and socks and flops and socks. They're great.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Brilliant. That song brings you as much comfort as your badly chosen footwear.
That song that song has been playing on repeat in my head for the last 3 days ever since you sang it for us.
Sorry. Yeah, I really wanted to be the new Baby Shark. It gets me both a lot of money and the ire of everyone in the world.
Yep.
They're great. Yeah, that's my
beautiful. I just hope it destroys Baby Shark.
Ooh, let's just hope.
Yeah.
You know what kind of show we could put on with that kind of a budget?
For real.
Have its own
animated
studio.
children's show.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
Fully animated
Yep.
CGI.
Let's do it.
Oh, we got keepers.
So, I have a little surprise for you guys. That's not a little surprise. It's a public service announcement. You know how important it is to me that we not only entertain but we also educate.
Yep.
And so, this being the 4th of July, I wanted to give some firework safety tips. And so,
thank goodness.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Not that anybody cares about using fireworks safely, but I want to do this anyway. So I saw a meme, or actually Mandy saw this and read it to me, and I thought it was funny and it was worth repeating. And it was a meme that said, please keep it down. Please keep your children and your pets quiet. Some of us were up all night lighting fireworks. And so if you are planning to light fireworks, here's a list of safety tips, and we're going to make this a little bit of a game. Some of these are not actually tips. Some of these are tips that I've made up. And so you will have to see if you can identify which of these are actual tips that I have gotten from certified safety places and which of them are made up. Okay, so here's the first.
Fireworksafety.org.
Shop for fireworks responsibly. I think that's going to be
what would be irresponsible shopping?
That is exactly the question about it.
Probably shopping after a binge of some sort.
I guess if you're walking around with a blowtorch, that's kind of irresponsible.
Probably. Yeah.
What are these?
If you have a lit sparkler in your hand while you're shopping for fireworks, that is pretty irresponsible.
Pack of these.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're not. They're not really samples either. I guess that's another thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Costco.
Well,
The fireworks sample lady
Just kind of
cuts them up in little pieces.
lady fingers, mister. Lady fingers, mister.
would you like another one? It's like blowing up.
Here's a 1 second sample of the sparkler.
They give you little fireworks in a cup.
Yep.
I didn't see a guess. Some people are saying made up. It's actually not. That was a real tip that I got from this website. Buy fireworks and sparklers only from reputable legal sellers. Counterfeit products are more dangerous. Items wrapped in plain brown paper may be intended only for professional fireworks displays, not home use. So that seems like kind of a conflicting instructions,
Made out of PVC pipe.
Right.
We gotta look for the hologram sticker. Is that another?
Yeah. How do we know?
Right.
Who are reputable dealers? Do they have a certain dress code? I don't know.
I guess count their fingers. Yeah, that was another.
See how many
fingers.
See how many third-degree burns they have on their body.
If they're missing limbs,
Mm-hmm.
you should probably shop elsewhere. All right,
You got
next
all
one.
your fingers.
Prepare for emergencies.
Good idea.
I like that. That's kind of like emergencies are going to happen. Like, just be ready. This is
Brace yourself.
prepare
Prepare for them.
for things to go horribly wrong.
But like, which ones though? It's like the bottle rocket went in the house. Did you prepare for that?
Right. Prepare for Uncle Al to set off the grand finale, in the living room. Prepare for a couple of people are saying that's real. That is also a real thing.
Roman
that they
candle
actually said.
fight. I didn't prepare for this.
Right. Prepare for emergencies. They say keep a fire extinguisher and a large bucket of water or hose nearby. A large bucket of water or a hose of water nearby. And always soak fireworks and sparklers. And this is important, after use.
Not
Are you
before.
supposed to round them all up?
Right. Yeah. You're supposed to.
Oh, I thought you meant after every one you fire off, you got to you run up there.
So Russ says that you can buy professional fireworks in Florida. You just have to sign a paper that says you're going to use them for agricultural purposes.
I got a lot of groundhogs, and moles.
And I'm all prepared for emergencies. So, all right, next one. Do not use fireworks in the shower.
Yeah,
You think
that
that's
sounds
made
pretty
up
sensible.
or? Is
No,
that
I'd
one?
say that's legit.
I mean, if it's not legit, then they missed out on a on a demo.
I hope it's made up, because otherwise that means somebody actually used them in the shower and they had to go, okay,
All right.
put it on the label. Don't use these in the shower.
Every year we got to put down a new rule.
Oh,
Last year was don't tie fireworks to the cat. Now it's don't use fireworks in the
Don't
shower.
launch fireworks from your mouth.
mhm. This one is made up. I couldn't actually find a thing that said that, which sort of surprised me, because every how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items have the warning "Do not use in shower"?
Right.
And the fireworks actually in the shower would be among the safest places that you can set off fireworks.
So what you're saying
got
then
that bucket of
is
water
we
again.
should use fireworks in the shower.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, since
But don't
this
take
is
it
made
from me.
up.
That's why it's not a rule.
Yeah.
I am not a certified expert. All right, next rule. Choose a safe location.
Bang.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah. Weird for indecisive people. They're
Yeah,
still
my
wandering
question-
around in August.
Well, my question was safe for who?
Right.
If you're the person lighting the fireworks, or if you're the person observing the fireworks, you're both in different locations. So, who's the safest?
I thought inside your car it would be away from me.
Mhm.
It's shielding me
Right.
from the fireworks, so it was
Right.
pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're wearing your safety belt.
Although, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Although
Then
I
it's
can
really-
testify that it is dangerous to light fireworks in the cab of a truck. I can personally
You can
testify.
testify to that.
Yes.
What are the results? Are there certain fireworks you shouldn't like? Are there certain fireworks that are more dangerous than others in the cab of a truck? Like, sparklers seem okay, but
Right,
Nah.
like a
Cab of a
morning
truck?
glory. Yeah, like a morning glory would not be good.
No. Well, not even a bottle rocket.
Not even.
Bottle rockets look like calm when they're in the air. They just kind of go like that. But I was trying to shoot one at a friend behind me one time in the cab of a truck, and the wind caught it and shoved it back in the cab of the truck. And the guy who was driving it went in his hair. He had long hair. And so he let go of the wheel, and we were on this back country road. He lets go of the wheel and starts screaming, trying to get this bottle rocket out of his hair. And the car's just careening. And he finally, right before it went off, he threw it onto the dash, and then it exploded. And like I said, in the air, that little thing just goes like that. But in the cab of a truck, it's like a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
That thing was like boom, and it let this fan pattern of gunpowder all over the windshield, and it scorched the back of his seat. And we both had burn marks on our face. We got out of it.
get the raccoon eyes.
It was horrible.
You were a bandit. Ironically, a backcountry road is a safe location.
That's right. That's as safe a place as any. The smell of cordite and burnt hair
Yeah.
filling your nostrils.
Yeah, he looked at the upholstery on the back of the seat, and he said, "I don't know how I'm going to tell my wife about this one."
Chance was racing bottle rockets down the street. Yeah. So choosing a safe location is a thing that they actually said to do. Wide open spaces that are hard and flat are the safest. Dirt, sand, concrete, and stone are ideal staging places, unless you are on that concrete and stone while inside a truck.
There you go.
Neighborhood pool.
Mm-hmm. Well, it actually says also, JT, avoid using fireworks too close to trees, cars, homes, or other structures. It doesn't specifically say trucks, but for many people, this means the backyard isn't a smart choice.
Yep.
So,
If you had a festival,
we
you had
used
a
to-
music festival.
We used to do bottle rocket wars in a quarry where I lived.
mhm.
And then also we would mount Roman candles to our bicycles, to our handlebars, and light them and play Mad Max, just going down the street, just shooting.
Launching them at each other.
Yeah, shooting at each other. Yep.
Good
Oh
times.
my god!
Yeah, just smart,
Good
smart,
times.
good, harms fun.
Yep. And all you have to do in Florida is sign a paper that says that is agricultural use.
Yes.
You don't even have to specify what agriculture you're doing. It's just,
No, we're-
I'm using
You're just a
my-
land surveyor. That's all. You just
We're
Right.
shooting
I'm
them at each
growing
other
corn.
on bicycles. Yeah,
in an agricultural field.
that's how we farm. All right. What's the next one? I don't even remember. Make sure spectators pay
Hey.
attention.
Hey, hey, folks, hey, shooting fireworks over here. Why are you talking?
Right. Hey, everybody shut up. There's about to be a huge explosion, and I don't want you to miss it.
That's right. Just go like knock on a restaurant window. Everybody, ding, 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 ding. You know, walk in with the glass. Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, just direct your attention
Can I direct your attention?
Outside the McDonald's. And
I found a flat concrete surface out in the parking lot.
Right.
You guys come out here. Put down the Big Macs.
Come on out. Well, it begs the question, if they are not paying attention, are they really spectators?
That
it's true.
is a philosophical debate for the ages. Spectators.
So it looks like the mixed reviews are coming in. There are people who are saying it's real, and there's some people who are saying it's made up.
For real.
What do you guys
real.
think? What's your
I would
convention?
say that's real.
You think it's a real thing that somebody wrote down?
Yep.
As a safety tip.
Yes.
Spectating is a privilege, not a right.
Well, that's right. Here is the official statement. Many injuries happen to people who aren't handling fireworks and sparklers themselves. According to the Child Injury Prevention Alliance, bystanders are more apt to be hurt if they're not closely watching what happens when fireworks are set off, which I guess makes sense. Hey, that's coming right at me. Firework injuries most often happen when users or bystanders don't have time to get out of the way when fireworks go off. Well, see, that's a different thing, right? They're paying attention, but they're just not able to.
The fuse is too short. You think the guy's like walking through a field going, what's that hissing sound?
Right.
Surely snakes don't do that on the nighttime.
Yeah, look at that.
I do have a story about that, though.
That ball of fire is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
We were playing a concert at a dirt racetrack, and it was near July. And so the band before us is playing, and I'm walking around. It was just this wooden stage with the wire things that help it, the anchors that help it stay still. So I'm kind of walking around one, and the band before us is playing, so it's really loud. I'm walking around my side of the stage, and there's a guy on the other side of the stage, and it's dark out there. There's just one light that's you can barely see anything. It just helps you get around. And I'm trying to get around the wire, and all I see is a guy going, what? He's like, I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying. And literally 3 feet in front of me, bam, fireworks go right up. Even though I didn't understand him, it still made me stop because I was like, what is this guy saying? But it really did. It put me out for like 10 seconds. I went. It was one of those ones that shoot up, but they flare up, right? So they don't shoot up and then explode. It's like they exploded out of this can.
Right.
Wow.
Right in front of my face. I was like, after you recover, you start thinking, what if I had stepped on that thing?
Right.
Yeah.
What if you've been standing right over it?
Yeah.
Just like sucking your thumb.
Yeah.
Cold sweat's coming down.
So that's why spectators need to first know that they're spectating and then pay attention. Right.
I was a spectator.
You were about to spectate a firework.
Oh, I spectated, all right.
Even then, there's no
Right my
guarantees,
britches. I
Right.
spectated right my britches.
though. Even that though, there's no guarantee because we got on a barge one time at Disney World, and this guy was sitting in front of me, and he had these, like Freddy Krueger style 3rd-degree burns coming out of his shirt, up the side of his face, and half of his hair was gone, and the top of his head was burnt. And he had a shirt on that said Fireworks, like a fireworks company. And I couldn't resist. I tapped him on the shoulder, and I said, I'm sorry. I said, I don't want to make you feel bad, but I noticed you work for a fireworks company. Is that how you got burned? And he said, oh, no, don't feel bad. He said, it happens all the time. People ask me that all the time. He goes, yeah, actually, he said, I was doing fireworks behind the Magic Kingdom over here, behind the castle. And he said, we have these big 50-pound loads. And he said, normally they get about 200 feet in the air before they go off. But he said, my load that night, I put it in the canister and I hit the button and it went off at eye level. He said it popped out of the tube and just exploded all over me. And I said, how long ago was that? He said, about 3 years ago. And I said, are you still working then? And he goes, oh, yeah, I love it. I wouldn't do anything else. I was like, he was all about it still.
Did you think that was a ferry or something?
Maybe.
And you just go, so you kind of got toted out to the lake and you became part of the show.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing now? Why are we stopping?
Yeah, but it didn't dampen his spirits at all. He was
Right.
he was still all about it.
Right. Because what are the odds that it's going to happen again? Right. I
Yeah.
mean, really,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen twice. So, spectators got to pay attention. Next one. Light fireworks safely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's for real.
I like to use a magnifying glass.
Yes.
That's very safe.
That's
It's really slow at nighttime. But
I like to use gunpowder and leave a trail of it about 150 feet and then light a match.
Speaking of cartoon methods,
Yep.
I like the one where you hit a seesaw and then the cork flies up and hits a spoon that makes the iron go down the ladder, and then
right.
it
Like
hits
the
a balloon
Rube Goldberg.
sails across.
Yep,
And then
the
it-
beginning of
and the
Pee Wee's
bird
Big
goes-
Adventure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way, and I'm at least 300 feet away before that lights.
That's the way. That's the way Juan both lights fireworks and makes toast. Complicated Rube Goldberg.
Don't light with your cigarette. What?
Mm-hmm.
That lady is not from the South.
No.
No.
That is how we light our fireworks. That's how
Yeah,
we light our
cigarette.
fireworks. That's how you light other cigarettes.
Yeah.
How they light their fires
The gas
That's how you light
stove.
in the
fire.
winter. Just
That's how you teach your kids.
get the kindling.
That's the reason you teach your kids to smoke, so they can start a
That's
fire.
right.
Actually, that says light them one at a time, point them away from people, and don't attempt to reignite defective fireworks that malfunction or don't go off. And so, yes,
Those
is
are all wrong.
that is a real thing. The next one is
I say build a big circle of fire
Keep-
around the whole pile of fireworks.
keep fireworks away from kids. Keep fireworks away from kids,
No,
you guys.
that can't be real.
No,
I mean, fireworks are made for kids.
that's right. Like the little snakes,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the little black tablets, and then you light them, and they go.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Like the little my first mortar shell.
Yeah, exactly.
Tanks. Have you ever seen the little tanks?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Tanks are great.
Yeah, Molotov cocktails.
Mhm.
Those are great.
You know, it's those fireworks, supposedly those little safe fireworks, the ones that were legal, that in my opinion were like the most dangerous. We had several times we would light those tanks, for example, and you know they go in stages, and the first stage is like this little pathetic
sparkling.
Yeah.
thruster that kind of pushes it forward. We're supposed to push it forward, but the wheels don't turn, so it just kind of scoots it sideways a little bit, and then sparks come out of it,
Yep.
and then there's like a little puff of smoke that comes out of or like a little flare. But we lit one of those tanks, and the fuse burned in, and then it acted like it was a dud, like nothing's going to happen. So we walked up to it, and we all got within like half a foot of it, and then it just went kaboom! And it exploded. Little pieces of tank go flying all over the place.
Oh my god.
Somebody, Gerald packed the wrong
Yeah.
firework into there.
Or like the jumping jacks. Did you guys ever have the jumping
Yep.
jacks? They would just
Mhm.
spin around, and we just go and kick them at each other.
Yeah.
We would throw them in the air. You wait till they were about
Oh, yeah,
to go
yeah.
off, you throw them in the air, and then they take off like
Oh wow!
they would shoot through
Yeah.
Your neighbor's out there flipping burgers.
the air.
What's this? There's
So you
wasps
can-
out here.
Yeah, you can make anything into a
The ones that
potentially
were
lethal
this
firework.
big, that stood up on its end, that would put out a flame like a welding torch.
Mhm.
Mm.
That was the one. That was one that would get like 500 degrees, just sitting there going.
Yeah.
The other ones at least go up into the air. The legal ones before
Right.
they blow up.
Right, and spread their danger over the neighborhood
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of in one concentrated
we can
place. Well,
share.
sparklers. While I was doing my intense research for this, I do an impressive jumping jack sound effect. But while I was doing my research, I found out that sparklers, which everybody considers to be like safe, sparklers are safe. Those things burn at like 2,000 degrees. It's like you could weld with those.
Yeah.
And you're holding it in your hand,
Right.
and it's just like dripping down like a
Right.
fire ice cream cone just onto your hand and your arm.
Write your name with it. My flesh is melting. No, do your letters.
So that one is real. Young children shouldn't use fireworks or sparklers. They also shouldn't be standing right next to somebody who is. I love the specificity of this instruction. It's like, not only should you not give them to children, but you shouldn't let children stand near people who are using them. Older children may be ready to be closer to the action or handle sparklers when they can read, follow directions, and follow basic safety rules, such as don't light sparklers in the cab of a pickup truck.
So in order to make Independence Day more fun, make sure to give your kids a written exam.
Exactly.
On how to do fireworks safety.
Well, really, that rule should be keep fireworks away from kids and adults that act like kids. All right.
There, you know who it is, though. There's always one person like, yeah, I'm not going to let them.
Keep fireworks away from pets. Is this a real one or a made-up one?
Yeah. Well, my cat likes to light the lady finger stuff and put it under people's beds. We have to hide our fireworks from Oscar. So
Bonzo was big into those snaps that you would just throw against the wall.
It's so irritating because once they find out where your fireworks are, it starts to turn into like a practical joke fest.
Right.
Annoying.
Right. Have you guys ever seen those things that it looks like a little bitty, like a little teeny weeny firecracker, but it's got two strings, like a string coming out each end of it, and if you pull it, it explodes. Have you seen those?
No.
Like a firecracker. Yeah.
Is it the same as like a tiny firecracker? Though the same thing.
It sounds like a firecracker, and so I'm imagining the reason that they don't have them anymore is because it's super easy to blow them up in your face. but there's also the potential for irresponsible people like me to use them to booby trap people's houses, which is what I did all the time. I would go into people's houses when they weren't home at college, and I would tie one end to like a door knob, and then the other end I would tie down at the bottom so that when they would open the door, it would explode. And then I did it to a buddy's house. When he went away on his honeymoon, I went into his house and wired up all of his stuff with explosive. And he goes, man, Brandon, he goes, I'm afraid to lift the lid on the toilet. I'm afraid to open the refrigerator. I'm afraid to move. I tied one of them to the foot of his bed, and he had a pair of shoes sitting there. And I tied the other end to the shoelaces of his shoes and pushed it under the bed so he couldn't see it. So he went to pick up his shoes, and they exploded. So he was literally everything in his house had the potential to explode.
Pretty sure that's the same friend and the same occasion that you filled his crisper with all of his silverware.
Nope, different friend.
Oh, different friend. Okay.
This is why I don't have many friends.
Yeah. You have to get new friends every once in a while, I think.
Because I treat them like this.
There was another friend then that he took all the silverware and put it in the crisper along with a whole bunch of Jello. So that he basically did what Jim did to Dwight with the stapler, but it was with all the silverware in the crisper, and it was like 20 years before The Office.
Yeah,
wow.
before Dwight Schrute ever put a stapler in Jello, I was putting my friend's silverware in it. Chance used to use those things. Chance knows what I'm talking about. Tie those things to door handles.
Do you know if they still make those cigarette loads? They used to sell them in comic books. It would be like a little pellet you'd put in somebody's cigarette and then it would explode on them. They still make those?
Yeah, I don't think they make those anymore either.
Because I remember in the comic book ads, it would say "a laugh riot" and it would spell it LAFF. The picture was
little kids talking like 30s gangsters. That camp was a laugh riot.
Picture of a guy's eyeball flying out of his skull.
Were they the same things as the cap guns, or were they something stronger than that?
No, it was like a little black pellet that you'd stick in the end of somebody's cigarette. Yeah, and it would burn down to the load, and it just go poof.
Yep. And here's the thing: I had some of those, and they were like little pieces of wood. They were like little, and you just put them in the cigarette, and then you hid them. But if the cigarette was just burning, here's the thing that made them really bad: is they wouldn't go off. The temperature had to be higher than just the burning tobacco. So you literally had to be taking a drag on it for it to explode.
At your face.
Yeah, it had to be close to your face to blow up.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And they were a laugh riot, let me tell you.
I like to get it down all the way to the filter.
People, right. The people who had their cigarette explode in their face would just laugh and laugh.
Oh yeah, they were always know
the risks of sparklers.
I believe we've covered that.
Yeah.
2,000 degrees.
Sparklers are easy to forget you're holding a burning object. It's easy to forget that, isn't it, Brian?
Yep, absolutely.
Just put it under your arm.
The heat and the pain and the
sparks.
The sparks and the
flying off of
burning little
right
patterns and speckled burning all over your forearm.
I can't remember. Did I light this? Is this
you had 2 sparklers and somebody hands you an ice cream, so you just jam it in your pocket. Like, that's a normal.
So yes, you're supposed to know the risks. Know the risks of sparklers.
It looks like it's on fire, but I can't tell.
I can't
Put
tell.
that on your written exam.
Next one, I think there's only 2 left. We'll fly through these.
We'll just fly through.
Remember, legal doesn't mean safe. Is that real?
No.
Made up. No, it absolutely is. Absolutely is real.
I mean, I guess bullets are legal.
People may be lulled, Brian, pay attention. People may be lulled into a false sense of security when they buy fireworks or sparklers that are legal where they live. Sparklers, for example, are still fireworks, and they can cause burns and other injuries.
That's right, guys.
Remember, just because it's legal doesn't mean that it won't burn you if you lick it. All right, I think this is the last one. Do not eat fireworks. I forgot that.
But doesn't that depend?
I kind of hope that's real. Again, because that would mean somebody went ahead and tried to eat fireworks. They're like, okay.
Doesn't it depend on the before or after situation? I mean, after you could
they've gone off,
yeah, you could have some fireworks in there. They're already smoked.
Yeah, and it's already on a stick.
After they've been lit.
Already on a skewer.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm not judging anybody. If you want to put some barbecue sauce on
well, I actually literally made that one up. So I'm sorry.
So go ahead and eat those fireworks, folks.
Yeah,
that's not a rule anywhere, not even on the Child Protective Injury Association.
Yep, and no basic first aid. That was the last legitimate rule that they gave us. No basic first aid because
that's reasonable, I guess.
Basic first
aid. What's the next tier? Basic first aid is just like Band-Aids and stuff, right?
Intermediate or advanced. Advanced first aid.
Right.
But if there's somebody running around with a wrapped Band-Aid going, I never learned basic first aid.
Oh, it's actually basic first aid 2. It's basic 2 first aid.
Oh, 102.
Right.
Yeah. Basic 102.
Welcome to your second semester of basic first aid.
If you know advanced first aid,
gauze pads.
Gauze and
if you know advanced first aid, you can put cigarette loads in people's cigarettes. Cover it when they blow half their face off.
I know what I'm learning in my online course this year.
Intro to advanced basic.
Intro to advanced basic first aid. All right, we've got a few minutes to do Sound Charades, which was Juan's request from a couple of weeks ago, and this is a game that
I literally begged.
He begged. He begged
knee
on his hands and knees. And so we're going to oblige that. So how this is going to work this time is I will put up a sound that you're supposed to make. And the first one of you in the private chat, the first one of you to say, "Ooh, I'm going to do that sound," gets a chance to do it. And then if the audience gets it, then you'll get points for it. And so if you're unsuccessful,
look at it.
Yeah, so the first one. So you got to look up the.
So we have to get the audience to guess.
Private chat, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were taking turns because.
And there we go. There it is.
No expressions.
No expressions, no gestures. That's the thing. It's hard to make sounds without doing any.
I'll do this.
All right, Joan's going to do it. All right.
Everybody stalled, and I was like, "No,
you people in the audience have to guess what this sound belongs to.
I'm gonna get close. Sorry. I know response. No expressions. Here we go.
Fireworks.
Not fireworks. Do we need more? Does that work? Does that count?
No. Well, there we go.
Blowing
There it
gum.
is. There it is.
Gum. Yeah, chewing gum.
That was it.
It's actually
That's
bubble gum.
all I
There it
had. I
is.
was like,
There's
how can
the
I
one.
do it different?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
So Juwan,
Well, if you were using like baseball card bubble gum, you could make it sound like you're chewing on glass and cutting yourself. Oh,
all right,
why are the packages like this?
all right. Here's the next sound.
Oh.
All right.
Ryan gonna do it.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
No emotions.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do we need more?
I think they're gonna need more. Marching band.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do the rest.
Dun, 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 dun.
John Knox.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I was hoping that's what I did. I was trying to send you a private chat. I was like, do chopsticks.
Yeah.
That was good.
Nice.
Were
Nicely done.
we in sync there? I wanted to sing harmony with you, but
That was a piano. Oh, I like the way Juan in the private chat is giving him pointers. Okay,
no.
I didn't even see that. I didn't see
Just
that.
trying to help him out. All right, the next sound is
Either JT or
Here we go.
John.
Okay.
This
You
should
gonna
be
do it, JT?
Sure, I'll try it.
Okay.
Jeez, you got this.
getting easier as we go along. We need a judge's decision on the use of hands. Illegal use of hands. 20 yards. Repeat
Oh, I
third
wasn't
down.
allowed to use hands?
I don't know. I was just I was being a sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You just do the knuckles, do the
horse
fingers
is
on
what we were looking
on the
for.
table.
Oh, yeah. That'll work too.
A giraffe.
That was actually pretty good.
Somebody wrote giraffe.
Giraffe. My favorite one was you doing this, and they go fireworks.
Thematic.
That was my favorite. Okay, here we go. One.
You're typing it for yourself because you're doing it.
Oh, I didn't think it would be fair if I did one because I know what these are and I would have had a chance
You
to
still
prepare.
have to.
I still have to do it?
Yeah, I'd say
You want
do
me
it.
to do one?
How would you prepare? Are you at home going?
How do you think I prepared, Juan? That's exactly how I did it.
He's in the mirror. All right, John.
Thought through all of these.
Do
Okay,
this.
here we go.
It's not the guessing; it's the faces we make. And the,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
It's going to be, I mean, that's obvious. Everybody's going to get that.
Everyone will get
Close.
Okay, you're right.
They're not quite there yet.
They're not there yet. It needs to be more specific than fireworks.
They're there. So
Yeah.
you got them. Oh,
Did you say farting? How do you fart?
I mean,
$1 brick of firecrackers. You guys,
depends on what kind of
firecrackers.
buffet.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's firecrackers.
There it is.
Sound of an exploding sheep.
Oh,
Somebody said typing, which I thought was that's typing. An old-fashioned typewriter. All right. Next word.
Are we gonna?
I'm not very smooth at getting back to the private chat. Okay.
What is it? What are we gonna do? I'll do it since I've been.
Okay, Juan's gonna do it.
Because we just did. Okay, wait, I got it. Okay, I got it. Here's the other one. Here's another one.
And flops and socks.
Yeah.
Flops and socks. Flops and socks.
Is anybody getting it?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, they did.
I see it.
I was gonna suggest.
Amazing.
I was gonna suggest that you had a at the end.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. I really scratched.
Wow, they got that one. All right, congratulations. I thought that was hard. All right, this is actually the
Starting
word.
to sweat there at the end.
Here we go.
Brian, I know you can do that.
All right.
I know you.
All right.
Who used to do this? Mike Nelson did it, didn't he? He would do a whole bit. Never mind. I'll wait.
I can do this one, by the way. So
Oh, you want to do this one?
I want to hear you do it.
Let him do it.
I do
and
it.
then if
I do it
nobody
so
gets
well that they'll get it. That's how spot on this is for me.
If nobody gets it, I say John does it for the steal or whatever you call it.
All right. No expressions. No gestures. Okay. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. Do not do that.
No one guess.
No one guessed that. That was terrible. That last sound was way wrong.
You might get it. You gotta watch and see.
can't,
Mike Tyson. That's not close.
That would be up here. That would be.
Yeah.
Let me see. That was not a bottle rocket.
The Matrix.
That is so hard to do without gestures, man. Like, because I want to do the other side of it, which is.
I know. That just saliva suction.
Yeah, that's
actually what he was. That's what he did. But that's not what he was supposed to do.
Everyone, close your eyes and listen, and
all right, John.
let your imagination go.
Did
No,
you
no,
give up?
do
Did
one more crack.
anybody say it? Is anybody close?
No.
Oh, we got one.
What?
Hey, there it is.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. I don't know how you got that because that was terrible. That was
Dude,
terrible.
I need to
It really
hear
was.
John's though.
It really was.
Yeah,
terrible.
we
All
need to hear
that
John's
goes.
now.
right. All right. Here we go.
He's got a swish. Oh, the pins were.
Yeah,
You got too close. You got to back up.
Okay.
Back away from the microphone.
I'm afraid that you won't be able to hear my.
That's
Good.
good.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
you're still even a little bit too close, but if you're at the right depth or the right distance from the microphone, then it's better with the reverb.
I do it on stage, and I have to be close to the microphone. So
Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice work.
All right. We have time. It's 3 after. We got time for one more. All right. We're gonna go over. It's a special 4th of July edition where we do an extra 4 minutes. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm especially
only one
happy
of us
because
left.
I think it's JT's turn. So.
Okay.
No movements.
Sorry.
Everybody
Sorry.
do this. Everybody do this.
The sorry is not part of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Lawnmower running over toys.
Oh, somebody got it.
Really?
Where?
Wow, teach.
Hey,
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
PDR.
Unbelievable.
That's what I would have.
Yep.
It's a car wash. Come on now and sing it with me. Car
The rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake.
Whoever guessed the windshield wiper was killing me.
Man, it's raining with you.
What? I can't hear you
I
over the
kind of
windshield.
like Sherry lawnmower running over
Running over
toys.
toys.
That's what I would have. I would have done that part then.
Yeah. Like that. Oh, fantastic.
That's what I was trying to remember.
JT's mic screen.
I've got one.
You got a catcher.
Yeah, I got a
JT's
catcher.
spit catcher.
Yeah. We have to clean that. All right, that's our show. So it's time for the Snappy Wrap Up, Peach.
All right. Let me get my banner. As we already mentioned, you can support the show by going to johnbranion.com and becoming a Click member. And you can join us right after the show. If you're already a Click member, the Effort Party link is on the members' homepage. You guys know that. But don't forget that you can go to johnbranion.com for more info about signing up for Vacay with Comics. It is a little over a year from now, but it's still not too early to get your tickets.
It is not.
Please go to castingcrowns.com and find out what Juan is up to.
Mm-hmm.
He's over there. But find out what he will be up to at a time that's later than now. And if he's near you, you can go and see the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Say
what
hi
I
to
meant.
I guarantee it's quality.
Yeah. Support John Thomas by going to johnthomasoaks.com. Check out what he's up to.
And you can do that right now, right? You don't have to wait till later.
Can do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also help out our buddy Brian. He had a bad week last week.
Man. We got to talk about that at some
Go to
point.
patreon.com/comedybrian. Actually, somebody at the top of the show asked, hey, how was the second half of your trip, Brian? Did it go any better?
Oh, I
than
did
the
not see
first?
that.
It
It,
did not.
You clickers need to come to the after party because we're going to talk about that at the
Yeah.
after party.
That's a good idea.
It's fantastic. If you want to hear Brian, yeah, just come to the after party. Tonight, this is how we're going to do the credits. Brian and Juan are going to read the names while JT plays a sort of a patriotic march in the background, and I do fireworks sound effects.
Okay. Okay. Ready? Go.
The comedy click.
Adams, Jenny Anderson, Brian.
Ray Bates.
Matthew Cross, Jeffrey Davis, Ken Davis.
Randy
Cindy Fry.
Ken.
Andre King, Jeff Lane, Roy Lewis.
Everyone remembers the heroic
Noonan, Douglas Olsen. Jamie Ponder.
fighting at the Battle of Joe Field.
Tracy Trollston.
Daniels on.